Oh, I think we were just ordinary, rough, nasty people. So it would have been very hard to make us nice. And you just couldn't have done it. So we had to go along with what they had.
You didn't really try to be nice, did you?
No, I didn't really try to be nasty either, you know? Just tried to carry it on without trying to be a hypocrite. Still do, really. I mean, don't try to be nice or nasty, just try to be reasonably polite.
But your own image, Mick Jagger's image.
I don't believe in images, by the way. I mean, I believe in them, but I don't personally try to project any.
Yeah, well, it's hard to live up to the image that people have of Mick Jagger.
No, because I don't try to.
At all?
No. It's only press and media that like to have images, because it's useful to put people into categories, or to project them as images like films. Because TV is an image projected onto a screen, or from behind a screen. So you've got to have something to project on it. REA personality, which is what TV is, like David Frost, right? So let him work out what he is and who he is to the audience and sell it like a soap commercial. And we didn't really like that. So we weren't prepared to go along with it. And that's why I don't believe in images, by the way, though I can see they exist. But images are a reflection and I don't want to be one.
Well, how do you see yourself then?
Oh, well, that's the most difficult question of all. So it takes your whole life to figure out what you are. But I mean, I don't know.
But you're not this image that people have of Mick Jagger.
I don't know what that is.
Well,
it's a lot of things that could build up to one's personality. And so that you can be everything.
But this is sort of sexy, evil, satanic.
You can be nice, nasty, masculine, feminine. You know, all those things. And everyone is all those things.
But you have been all these things to young people and have had quite a considerable influence on young people in many, many ways. Were you at all conscious of having the influence on young people that you did?
No, that wasn't really my thing. My thing was just to play music, you know. That was my interest. Then we got all bound up with it all, and people would ask you what you thought of certain things, like abortion or whatever. So you say what you thought about it. You know, which I still do, which they ask you what you're doing now, really. What you think of this and what you think of that. And so then you say, you know, I'm not equipped to answer that question. I will. And then you become noted for saying things.
But your songs, the early songs of your I Can't Get No Satisfaction, they kind of had a message for young people.
Yeah, I suppose that's what I felt like, you know, what they felt like. Some of them, all of them. But that's what popular songs do, you know. And music is the same. Music is a touchstone, which is indefinable. Words are more definable touchstone.
But do you see in any way your music encouraging young people to use drugs, for example?
No, I never encourage people to use drugs in any song or in any interview. But, I don't know, I suppose you write about what you're best able to write about. Whatever you know about, or what you feel about, or you write just emotionally, really.
Well, the Rolling Stones, you were one of the first pop groups to be busted for drugs in the UK, caused quite a consternation and debate as to whether or not it was rigged. Looking back, do you think it was?
Oh yeah.
Do you think you were being used as an example?
Absolutely.
And why do you think that was?
Well, it's rather complicated. There's a lot of people involved. And it just all snowballed, you know? Oh yeah, we were. That's a long time ago now, so.
Well, if you were able to give advice, you're a parent yourself, to parents today about how they should react to drugs.
Oh, I'm not much to give advice as a parent, love.
But what would you say to parents about drugs today?
What would I say to parents about drugs? Learn about them. I suppose it's one of those things. I don't know, is that a big problem in New Zealand? Well, not really.
According to the media, it's growing.
You know, that's a thing, according to the media. They tend to exaggerate things, don't they? It's like people keep saying, is there gonna be trouble at your concert? And the more people say that, the more likely that there will be. If I say, yeah, there's gonna be a lot of trouble, there might be. And the more people say there's going to be a big drug problem in New Zealand, the more likely that there will be. I don't see any drug problem here. Doesn't seem to be. And the audience of today seems to be a lot of straight, young, nice people. Doesn't seem to be any problem here. It's not like a lot of people carted off. I mean, there might have been one, but there's not like a lot of people so doped out of their minds that they're getting carted off by Sir John's ambulance or New Zealand's John's ambulance, whatever the equivalent. But if you've got to know about drugs, you've got to know about anything to deal with it, you know. If you've got a child, he's a drug addict, you've got to know about them to be able to deal with them. Otherwise, you're just speaking from ignorance. And it doesn't just apply to your parents, it applies to your friends too.
Do you think people should be able to take drugs?
Should people? That's a very leading question. I refuse to answer that question on grounds it may incriminate me.
Sex is another thing.
Should people be allowed to use sex?